Ready to start week 2 video. Here comes my whiteboard. I try to do a lesson based on what you're supposed to be studying for the week. It's a short one, but hopefully it helps. Alrighty, let's get started. We're adding integers. Integers, of course, are numbers with signs. And if you have integers with the same sign and you want to add them, for example, 3 plus 2, both positive, we end up with a positive. If I add a negative 3 and a negative 2, we end up with a negative. I bet you could think of a rule that would go with that. If I'm adding these two positives, I get a positive. If I add two negatives, I get a negative. If I have the same signs and I'm adding, I keep the sign. All right, now addition then is easy. I just add the numbers and keep the sign. What about subtraction? It's a little bit trickier. Subtraction. What if I have 3 minus 5? What if I change all subtraction to addition? Change to addition. Well, there's a couple of ways to do it. And I've had some students like one way, some students like the other way. I'm going to show you both, and hopefully one of them you'll be able to pick. First of all, the opposite of 5 is negative 5. So I add the opposite. That's the first method. Add the opposite. My writing tonight is not the best. Add the opposite. So that means 3 plus the opposite of 5 is negative 5. Okay, add the opposite. Now, I forgot different signs. I'm sorry. What if we're adding and we have different signs? I did forget that. I should look at my notes. If I have different signs, such as this, 3 plus negative 5, then I subtract the numbers and take the sign of the larger number. Subtract the numbers and take the sign of the larger number. Take the sign of the larger number. So in this case, I have 3 plus negative 5, and I therefore take the sign of the larger number, which is negative, and I get negative 2. So I subtract the numbers and take the sign of the larger number. Now, what if I have negative 7 minus 4? Again, I change it to addition. And if I use the same method above, the opposite sign of 4 is negative, so I'd have negative 7 plus negative 4. My signs are alike this time, so I add them. Now the other method, the other method is to make 2 marks, to change it to addition. Some people really like this one. So, real quickly, taking those same examples, if I have 3 minus 5 and I want to change it to addition, I make 2 marks. 1, 2. Now I have 3 plus negative 5, same as I had above. If I have negative 7 minus 4, I make 2 marks. So there's 1, 2, and I have negative 7 plus negative 4, which is negative 11. The make 2 marks thing is kind of a cool way to do it. Well, I hope this helped you out and gave you a little bit of a preview and assistance with some of the problems in this area. Get in touch with me if you have any trouble as you go through the this week. I'm always there for you. Thanks. Bye-bye.